Good evening all. Audio video clear. Welcome all of you to this session. Today's topic is finding the X or finding the unknown. Please let your friends also know about this session so that more people can join this session. Audio video clear. Welcome all of you to this session. Okay. So this is a topic which is comparatively easy if you use the right method. So yeah, I'll discuss more about it. For new students, for printed study material, you can search this book in Amazon and Flipkart. This is currently the bestseller book for part A preparation for General Aptitude section of CSIR, and the objective of this course and the free resources associated with this course, this daily study material we post for each of the lecture, and daily quizzes, daily flashcard revision series. Many initiatives are run in our Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, blog post, etc. So you can be part of these resources. Either scan this QR code or search this keywords and you will find it, or check the description of this video. Whichever way you want, you can access it. And check out the other playlist in this channel. You can learn more general aptitude sessions, especially those people who want to complete CSIR-NET Part A section in lesser time. Please check the alternative playlist also. CSIR-NET Part A previous year questions, CSIR-NET General Aptitude full course, and GATE exam if you are preparing, full length free course is available. 50 lecture complete free course is available. And Vedic math sessions are there. And UPSC exam if anyone is preparing, that course is also there. And CSIR-NET, there are many playlists. Check out the other videos also. Through that you can learn general aptitude completely free through this channel. Okay, so let us start. Today's topic, there is no much theory to be discussed because it is mainly about solving linear equation. That I hope all of you know. If not, I will just give you a summary of linear equation, how to solve it. All of you remember it, right? Okay. So these shortcut approaches are very important in this chapter. About shortcut approaches, we have discussed it in detail in this playlist itself. There is a video, shortcut approach for general aptitude. And you can check out that, those who have missed that session. So basically you should know linear equation basic idea. What is a linear equation? I hope all of you know it. If not, I'll just give you a summary. For example, if it is say 2x plus 3 is equal to 9. 2x plus 3 is equal to 9 means that is a linear equation with one single variable. One variable means one equation is enough. That means to double a number, if you add 3, you get 9. To what number if you add 3, you will get 9? To 6, if you add 3, you get 9. So double a number is 6. So the number is 3 now. So that way you can actually reason it. You don't have to take this to the right side, simplify it. That is all just mathematical things we are doing there. But actually that is not necessary in simple equations. You can just look at it and say 2 times something plus 3 is 9 means 2 times something is 6 and that something is 3. But when it comes to two equations, it is not that easy to observe the value of x and find it. There you have to use some tools or some methods that you have already learned. I'll just give you a summary of that also. For example, if there is a x plus y is equal to 6 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 or 10. You want to find the value of x and y. There are different ways of doing it. One way of doing it, you can make the coefficient of x and y, x or y equal and subtract it or add it so that it can be cancelled. Another way is substitution method. First one is called elimination method. Second is called substitution method. What is substitution method? X plus y is 6 means you can take this y to the other side, or you can take x to the other side and say x is equal to 6 minus y. That 6 minus y you can substitute here. Then there will be only one variable. 2 times 6 minus y is equal plus 3y equal to 10. And that you can simplify. Here it is a little complicated fraction because I have randomly taken an equation. But most of the cases the fraction will be easier also. Yeah, here it is not very difficult. It is easier. Y is equal to minus 2 you will get. And substituting that minus 2 into the first equation or second equation, this you can substitute. So x is equal to 6 minus 2, 8. It is all clear now, the substitution method. But some cases substitution may be difficult. Especially for example, one equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 10. Another equation is 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. In this case, substituting will be like a fraction or a complicated fraction you have to substitute. So instead of that, what you can do is, you can do elimination technique. What is the elimination technique here? The elimination technique is, this is 2, this is 3. So make both of them equal. For that you can take the LCM. 2 into 3 is 6. So make it 6. How you can make it 6? Multiply this equation by 3. Multiply this equation by 2. Then that will become 6x plus 9y is equal to 30. And this will become 6x plus 8y is equal to 40. Now subtract these two. Subtracting these two, what you will be getting? Y is equal to minus 10. That y is equal to minus 10, if you substitute into any of the equation, you will get the value of x. If I substitute here, 2x minus 30 is equal to 10. That is 2x equal to 40, x equal to 20. So this is called elimination method. There is a third method called cross multiplication. If elimination and substitution is clear, I think cross multiplication is not very necessary. But if you are more flexible with cross multiplication, that is also okay. But let me tell you frankly, not many questions this is necessary. Many of the questions or most of the questions you can do this way, but this is not necessary. That is the whole point. Most of the question elimination, I mean option elimination is a better way. Option elimination is a better way. Some questions only you have to form equation and solve equation. That is why I am not sparing more time on solving equation part and all. But in some equation, direct method is better. So that cases, mathematical direct method is better. Then only you have to go for these equations or solving equation is necessary. Most of the cases, elimination is better. I will just show you one or two examples. With that we will start. We will start with simple examples and then I will show you some more latest questions also. So we'll start with, this was a GATE exam question. This session is equally useful for CSIR and GATE. So this course, most of the lectures are common for CSIR and GATE. So please understand that, because non-verbal ability section of GATE and CSIR aptitude section is more or less same. Only few topics are different. Those topics I will mention, those topics that is not there in GATE, that I will mention. But most of the topic we have taken till now is there for GATE also. But as it is primarily dedicated for CSIR, I am taking CSIR PYQs more. But GATE PYQs also, if time allows, I will take. Otherwise, GATE PYQs, it is there in the GATE full length course that is freely available in this channel. Some of you already got the answer. Very good. Okay, so this question is again finding the x question. Finding the x question means an unknown will be there. Situations will be given and you have to find the value of an unknown. So that is the idea of finding the x. X just denotes an unknown. Sometimes there will be x and y, two unknowns. So anyway, many of you got option C. Very good. Three friends R, S and T shared toffee from a bowl. R took 1/3 of the toffees but returned 4 to the bowl. S took 1/4 of what was left and returned 3 to the bowl. T took half of the remainder but returned 2 back to the bowl. If the bowl had 17 toffees left, how many toffees were originally there in the bowl? So here, if you are trying to form equation, this is the complicated equation that you are going to form. That is very time consuming. You cannot take that much time to solve this question, because this is just forming the equation. After that, solving the equation is not that simple. It is not that easy like an equation we just mentioned, 2x plus 6 equal to 9. No. Here you have to first take this 2 to the right side, then take this half to the right side, then this 3, then this 3 by 4, then this 4, then this 2 by 3. One by one you have to take. That is very time consuming. So this is called mathematical direct method. which gives you the answer, but that is not the best way. Here the best way is elimination. Elimination by selected statements. You can select specific statements and eliminate it. How you can do that? Yeah, this I think we have discussed in the shortcut method class also. So we'll go a little faster. So R took 1/3 of the toffees means R took 1/3 of the total number of toffees. Question is asking how many total number of toffees were there in the bowl initially. R took 1/3 of total means total should be a multiple of 3. Then only R can take 1/3 of it. For example, if R is taking toffees 1/3 from 31 toffees, what is the problem? What is 1/3 of 31? Yeah, in the number system chapters we discussed already. Na? 1/3. 1/3 means here 10 and 1/3. 10 and 1/3 toffee does not make sense. Toffees should be whole numbers. So that is why option B can be eliminated. Yeah, math universe, that is a good good thing that you mentioned. But what normally toffees means whole number of toffees. Some of the things we have to understand that it is like that only, or it should be like that. But I agree that it is not explicitly mentioned in the question that you cannot cut the toffees, but that we have to just use our common sense. Most probably it will be like whole toffees only. So yeah, but if it was mentioned in the question, it was even more good. I agree. So anyway, so 1/3 is not possible. That is why 31 is also not possible. 38 is also not possible. 41 is also not possible. 3 options are eliminated. So remaining option 48 should be the answer. 48 is possible because 48 is a multiple of 3. The only option which is a multiple of 3 is 48. So 48 is the answer. This is what GATE or CSIR wants from you, to eliminate the options faster. That is why the options are also given like this. That is why I told you this chapter, even if solving equation is the fundamental way of solving this question, they will give you options such a way that most of the questions you can avoid mathematical direct method or complex calculation. So cake cutting is different, Suvarna. Cake cutting is like one whole cake you are cutting. Na? Here it is many toffees and you are picking toffees from it. So that is two different scenarios. Okay, anyway, I hope all of you understood it. Now some of you may be thinking that was a GATE question, but CSIR, will they ask like this? Definitely. They have asked multiple times same type question. Look at this question. November 2020 CSIR-NET problem. All of you make a try. And those of you who are watching this session, if you are feeling that this session is useful for you, do hit the like button to make the YouTube algorithm happy especially, and that will help this course to reach to more people. And do comment on this video if you feel that this session should be recommended to more people, and try to share it to more people or try to suggest it to more people if you feel the session is useful. Okay, all of you try this question. Some of you already got an answer. Very good, very good. So same like previous question. In the previous question, the total number should be a multiple of 3. Here total number should be a multiple of 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. Why? But it's a question. How many students are present in the class? Total number of students in the class. One pencil for every 2 students means to divide the pencils, definitely the teacher should keep the students into groups of 2. Groups of 2. Every group should have 2 people. Every group should have 2 people means total number should be an even number. Then only total student number should be an even number. Then only you can divide it into groups of 2 now. If it was say 55, what is the problem? Every 2 students should be given one single pencil. That means first 2 students, second 2 students, third 2 students. Likewise, 54 will be reached, but after that one student is there. To that student one pencil cannot be given because for every 2 students, 1 pencil. That is the rule mentioned. So definitely the number should be a multiple of 2. That is why these 2 options are eliminated. Same way, the ruler can be divided only if the number is a multiple of 4. If the total number of students in the class is not a multiple of 4, you cannot divide the ruler. So definitely 70 can be eliminated because 70 is not a multiple of 4. I told you when we discuss number system chapter, the things we are understanding or things we are revising in number system chapter is directly or indirectly needed in other chapter. Here the divisibility idea, even if the numbers are so small, the divisibility idea should be clear to do these questions. So anyway, 3 options are eliminated. Remaining option 60 should be the answer. And to eliminate like this, that is why CSIR have set the options like this. I hope all of you are clear. So that is why I told you, if you are forming equation, this is how the equation will form. This is how the equation will look like. That is called mathematical direct method. That is not necessary because this will take time. Na? In school you have done this, but the things done in school does not mean that we have to repeat the same now. I always tell we have a law of inertia that will work all the time when we do math or any sciences. We just want to continue what we were doing in school. We don't want to relearn or unlearn, and relearning is not happening for many students. It is contradictory because students say math was boring in school, but I always say many students have a toxic relationship with school maths. They don't like it, but they still want to continue in that relationship. So that should not be there. Some of the math learned in school days should be unlearned and relearned. It was not wrong, but the way we understood it was wrong. That was the problem. Mainly because we depended on rote learning. The objective of the learning we didn't understand properly. We thought that it is for the marks that we obtain in the board exam or obtain in the end semester exam. So that is why we didn't understood the meaning of what we were learning. Yeah, from the beginning of this course, that is what we are trying to make you unlearn and relearn math in a proper way or aptitude in a proper way. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now we will see few more different questions, little more trickier questions also we will see. Look at this. This is a very good question asked in June 2023. RNK match, how to find that divided by 4? Divide by 4, the idea again to check multiple of 4, that can be done only for 3 or 4 digit number. For smaller number you have to trial and error. That is the only way. Like 40 is a multiple of 4. 80 is a multiple of 4. So from the non-landmarks you try trial and erroring. 60 is a multiple of 4. So 64, 68, 72, likewise multiples of 4 will go now. So definitely 70 will not be a multiple of 4. That way you can check. There is no other method needed. Method is needed for bigger numbers only. That is why I told you smaller number. That is why divisibility test and all is not necessary. That is needed only for bigger numbers. That is a good point, Mampi. But in my opinion, teachers were not the problem. The system was not allowing a teacher to teach extra or to teach in a more student-centric way, because there will be a short span and you have to learn content for 2 years in maybe 8 months or 10 months, because that much only time will be there for one whole year. So teachers are also forced to teach things even if they know how to teach properly. Maybe what I feel, again there can be differences, but what I feel is teachers were not getting a freedom to teach in a proper way. Maybe that is the reason. Or some teachers, they also didn't understood math in the proper way. So different scenarios can be there. That I agree. Okay. Very true, Math Universe. That's a very good point. So very true, Anushri. I too agree with that. Okay, many of you got the answer right. This was a June 2023 NET exam problem. This is little more trickier than previous questions. 120 students wrote an exam with 4 questions. 100 solved the first question, 95 the second, 90 the third, and 80 the fourth. What is the smallest possible number of students that solved all 4 questions? Again, this is very different from previous question. Listen very carefully this. So 120 students wrote the exam with 4 questions. Total 120 students are there. 100 solved the first question. First question was solved by 100. Solved. Not solved will be remaining 20. Na? Total 120 students. I'll tell you why I am taking not solved also. Second question. 95 solved it. So remaining 25. 120 students total. 120 minus 95. 25 students not solved it. Third question. 90 third question and remaining 30 not solved it. And fourth question, 80 solved it, remaining 40 not solved it. Now read the question once again. What is the smallest possible number of students that solved all 4 questions? Smallest possible means minimum possibility. Minimum possibility. That means what is the worst case that can happen with respect to a student solving the questions? Worst cases, these not solving students are distinct. These not solving students are all distinct. These 20 students and these 25 students, these 30 students, these 40 students, all of them are different students. Say this is A1, A2 up to A20. This is B1, B2 up to B25. This is C1, C2 up to C30. This is D1, D2 up to D40. That means they actually not solved at least one question. Na? We need to increase the number of not students who haven't solved all questions right. Are you getting the point? For that purpose, we have to consider these not solved students are all different. That means total is 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 40. That is 70, 90, 115. 115 students at least missed one question, at least not solved one question. Are you all getting the point? Out of 120 students, 115 students at least failed in a question or not solved a question. At least one question missed, one question wrong. That means remaining five students are what kind of students? They are the students who solved all 4 questions right now. Because speaking of solving question, either no question solved students are there, 1 question solved students are there, 2 question solved students are there, 3 question solved students are there, 4 question solved students are there. So we need 4 question solved students minimum number. This is actually at least 1 question wrong means at most 3 questions solved. That student number is 115. So remaining 5 students will be the students who solved all 4 questions now. So that the total is 120. How many of you understood it? How 5 is the answer? It's a very good question. Very good question. Please respond. Is this clear? Last net exam problem, June 2023. Yes, I hope it is clear. If there is any doubt, please mention. I'll show you one more variety question. This is a very good question. Simple but very good question. Here also an unknown is asked, but just a simple sentence is asked to ask the question actually. Any of you got an answer? Two options I can see in the chat, two different options. That is the beauty of this question also. It's a simple question, but in exam hall this question is enough to give you a negative mark or negative half mark in the case of CSIR-NET exam. Because in a hurry we may not read the question properly, or in panic we totally misunderstand the question. Dividing 60 by half. Some people in a hurry they will write half into 60. It is not half into 60. It is 60 by half. Dividing 60 by half, not 60 by 2. It is 60 by 1 by 2. And adding half of 40. Half of 40 is half into 40. You have to add these two. 60 by half is what? 120. 2 goes to the top. So 120. So 120 plus 20. 120 plus 20 is 140, not 50 or 70. So 140 is the correct answer. Very good question. Now, again, another latest CSIR-NET problem. So, if that is clear, one more question I will show you. Again, finding the x, there are different ways the questions can be asked. In June 2023, this was also a question that was asked, like a Sudoku game. All of you make a try. Yeah, there is a very interesting math puzzle called magic squares. This is not exactly like a magic square. It is like a Sudoku and magic square mixed. So here the question says that you need to get sum of elements in each row, each column and each diagonal same. In Sudoku the idea is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 should be filled exactly once, so that the sum is there. Now here that condition is not there. Here the numbers can be above, or numbers are not 1 to 9, it is in a different range. And question didn't mention that you should not repeat numbers, that is also not mentioned. Okay, anyway, here row wise means these sum should be equal. Column wise means these sum also should be equal. Diagonally means these two diagonals should also be equal. This one and this one. So here the best way is elimination again, because direct method here will be very time consuming. Row wise if you consider, we don't know the right hand side, that is a main problem. So that will be very time consuming. So substitution, even elimination also is not very less time consuming, but comparatively in my opinion elimination is better. Let us substitute 17, 15, 13 instead of x, y, z. 17, 15, 13 means first of all this diagonal we will solve. 17 plus 15 plus 13, that is 45. That means other diagonal everything should be 45 itself. So, and row wise also should be 45, but this row itself is violating that. 16 plus 11 plus 17 will be 44. It is not 45. Any one row or one column, if it is violating, you can eliminate that option. Each row, each column and diagonal, the sum should be same. Here the sum is 45, but diagonal sum is 45. Sorry, here the sum is 44 and diagonal sum is 45. That itself eliminates option A. Now try option B the same way. 18, 15 and 12. 18, 15, 12 added is 45 itself. 16 plus 11 plus 18 is what? 45 itself. That is 45. Then 17 plus 15 plus 13, that is also 45. 12 plus 14 plus 19, that is also 45. So row wise all the three are okay. Column wise 16, 17, 12 is also 45. 11, 15, 19 is also 45. This sum is also 45. Please check it. And the other diagonal you can check, that is also 45. So row wise, column wise and diagonally 45 is the sum. That means it is same. So option B is the correct answer. I hope all of you understood this. So finding the X chapter is like this itself. Different situations will be given. You have to find the value of an unknown or maybe multiple unknowns. Here 3 unknowns should be formed. But still forming mathematical equation and solving will be very time consuming. So the first thing you should understand is, I have taught you initially linear equation solving and I have shown you, but in very rare cases only you should use it. If elimination does not work and no other methods work, then only you have to use it. That is my opinion about this chapter. So few more questions I will give you as homework. In the study material we will provide it, and solution also is provided for almost all the questions in the homework. Please try them. So this chapter is comparatively an easy and interesting chapter. So any other doubts, please mention, and if you felt this session was useful, do hit the like button, do comment on this video, and do share this video to maximum people. Anything else? So tomorrow most probably we will take the next session, monetary problem. As I told, we are trying our maximum to give you more classes every week. As I told, please motivate us, or please try to keep our motivation to continue the class in a better way every day. So your encouragement is the reason that we are able to conduct this class in this way. Okay, so I'm happy that more new students are also being part of the session daily. For that I will definitely thank the students who have taken an effort to spread the word about this course. So please continue doing that, and everyone try to do that. That is a gentle request to all of you. That is one thing that you can do in return if you feel that this initiative is a good initiative. So and those of you who want to check the study materials, you can be part of these resources. And today's study material most probably tomorrow we will update in the blog post and in the Telegram channel and WhatsApp group also. So yeah, I don't think there is any other doubts. If there is any other doubt, mention it in the comment section. We will reply you there. So thank you all of you. Take care all of you.